Hi everyone, it's Claire here from the Wellness Project and welcome to this week's 5 on Friday, 5 things I'm loving this week. Now before we get into it, I just want to say a big thank you to each and every one of you for your very positive comments and feedback on last week's first video blog. So as you all are very aware, I was quite nervous and uncomfortable about embarking on that, even though it was something I had been thinking about doing for some time. So I do want to say thank you so much for that, and your positive comments have made a really big difference in my confidence. So hopefully I get better and better as time goes on. We'll see. So let's get going now. The first thing I'd like to introduce you on my 5 on Friday this week is Dr. Bronner's Magic Soap. Hoping you can see that there. So this is pure Castile soap, and it is made in a traditional method, and it has organic and some certified fair trade ingredients, most of which are all oils. So we have coconut oil, olive oil, jojoba oil, hemp oil. We also have some natural almond fragrance and a few other things like potassium hydroxide. Now there are a few reasons why I love this product. Firstly, it is because it is so useful. You can do so many things with this. I'm talking besides your body wash, hand wash, face wash, you can wash your hair with it. You can also clean your clothes with it. You can clean down mats and tabletops and clean out the kitchen, and you can use it as a shaving gel. The list goes on. So that's why it is called 18-in-1 hemp almond Castile soap. Now I say almond there because you can actually get different scents. I know that there's lavender out there, which I think is beautiful, and a few other things. Now I buy the big tub, the liquid soap, but you can actually buy this just in a normal soap version as well. So there you go. Oh, and I forgot to mention, you can see all this writing all over the bottle. Now these obviously aren't ingredients, but they're different stories and different topics that cover sustainability and spirituality and how to make life a little bit more sweeter. So Dr. Bronner himself seems to be quite a beacon of life and love, and it's actually just quite fascinating to read everything on this bottle, if not use the product. Okay, so that brings us on to number 2, which are the buckwheat crepes that I've been making. So as many of you might have also read that I've been doing a cleanse the last few weeks. I'm now officially finished the cleanse, although I'm kind of just on a maintenance program now, so I'm still just staying in a really clean diet. And halfway through the cleanse, I was actually able to start eating buckwheat. So that came about in the form of basically buckwheat bread, crepes and pancakes. I'm absolutely loving the crepes because they're so filling without making me feel full or stuffed. They're so nutritious, they're so versatile, so I can have them sweet or savoury, and they're really, really quick and easy to make. You can just store them between a piece of baking paper and freeze them if you need to keep a big stack pile. So on this blog post I've also added the recipe link to that if you want to give it a shot. So number 3 on the list is good green stuff. Again, you may have seen this mentioned on a recent blog post that I did about getting more green energy. So during the cleanse, I wasn't allowed to have any kind of supplements like this, but now I'm finished, I'm back on. Good green stuff is very similar to Vital Greens, which I'm sure a lot of you know, but there are a few key differences. And these key differences are the main reason why I'm really enjoying this product. Now I'm just going to go through a couple of these for you. Now one of the main key differences is there's no rice bran in good green stuff. Now rice bran, although is actually a good product, it does contain high levels of phytic acid. So phytic acid is known to bind to nutrients and trace elements in the body, including zinc and iron, which actually means we're not getting a lot of the stuff that we need out of the food that we're eating or the supplements that we're taking. And it also can have potential distress for those that have irritable bowel syndrome. So rice bran is not good if you've got any digestive problems. And as I just mentioned, the bran does inhibit other nutrient absorption as well besides just zinc and iron. So that's a big enough reason for me to have switched from other green products to this one. It still tastes awesome like all the other ones out there. It still tastes very vanilla-y. And I have this morning just 2 big teaspoons straight up in water, and I just neck that down. Especially if I'm teaching early in the morning and I don't have time to eat, I'll have that, and then I'll feel okay until I'm ready to have breakfast after class. Okay, so moving on to number 4. Now, I'm sure if you've been following this blog for a while, you know that I eat a lot of yogurt, being from Middle Eastern descent, and I also make my own yogurt. But I just wanted to share this brand, Biodynamic Yogurt from Maru Farm, I think it is. It is absolutely amazing. It is so delicious and creamy, and when you open it up, it has this big cream top, just like you would with real milk. And it's one of the only that I've found out there that actually tastes just like the real thing, just like homemade stuff. So I've been buying a litre tub, and I've pretty much been going through that within a couple of days. Okay, maybe on a push 4 or 5 days, but I'm having a lot of yogurt. I'm having it added onto savoury dishes. I'm having it in smoothies. I'm mixing it up into lassies, and I'm also having it for dessert with fruit or even on my buckwheat crepes. Okay, so that brings us to the last one, which is yoga. The 5th thing that I'm loving this week is yoga, which is probably no surprise being a huge yoga fan and teacher. But this is kind of a little bit more personal for me. I've been dealing with a back injury for the past year, which a lot of people might know about. And it's been chronic for a while and it's been persistent, but I'm now really loving my practice because it's taken me a long time to get to the other side of this injury, but I finally am breaking through to a whole different place and learning new things about my body. And this has come from being quite gentle and respectful and aware with myself, and also listening to other people, other teachers out there that definitely know more about this than me. So I'm finally feeling alive in my back bends again, and it's just such an invigorating and amazing experience. So I'm really grateful for that. So there you have it, guys. That's the end of this week's segment, 5 on Friday. I'd love to hear your comments, share what it is that you're loving this week, or even just comment on the things that I'm loving this week. Perhaps you might be using that stuff already, or you might be having experience with yoga or your own physical practice that you'd like to share. So thanks so much, and again, feel free to share this or hit like, and I hope you have a beautiful weekend. Thanks, bye.